Will die one day. The Bible says it is appointed unto man to die once and then comes judgment, my friend. You will stand.
죄송하게 뭐 있어? So